Hello there. Solo Leveling Season 2 has just released, and today we're breaking down the brand new opening and ending sequences. These aren't just eye candy, oh no, they're jam-packed with hidden details, deep symbolism and foreshadowing that even hardcore fans might have missed. From sudden nods about Jin Woo's journey to hints about the Shadow Monarch in future arcs, we're going to analyze it all. But be warned, there are spoilers ahead, so if you're anime only and want to stay spoiler-free, proceed at your own risk. Starting off, we see a blade grinding against some hard metal, most likely one of Jin Woo's daggers. Then we get a shot of Jin Woo sitting in the same throne we saw in the night dungeon of Season 1, surrounded by his army of the dead. This symbolizes his control over the disease and expansion of the Shadow Army. Next, we see a pomegranate, often representing death and fertility, representing his power of controlling death. He is also wearing a ring, likely the Demon Monarch's ring, which he'll acquire after defeating Demon Lord Baran later in the story, chapter 88 of the manhwa for those who are keeping track. Then Jin Woo walks towards a tower in a cold, snowy landscape. This is the Demon Castle, but instead of the fiery hell we see in the manhwa and anime, it's frozen over. And here is a huge plot twist. This right here is not Sung Jin Woo. There is so much context here which ties in with the ending, but revealing it would spoil events beyond Season 2. So if you want these spoilers, stick around for the ending analysis later in the video. Continuing on, we see all the Korean S-rank hunters who will participate in the Jeju Island raids. First off, there's a retired S-rank healer Min Byung-yu, followed by S-rank mage Cho Jong-in, the leader of the Hunters Guild, both of whom were introduced in Season 1. Then we meet some new faces: S-rank archer Lim Tae-gyu, leader of the Reapers Guild, and S-rank tank Ma Dong-buk, leader of the Fame Guild. We also see White Tiger and of course a fan favorite Mama Chaha in stepping out some Tatum rotor helicopter, just like in the end of Season 1, and foreshadows the Jeju Island raids. We then get a transition to Chaha In, who appears naked among some pink jellyfish. This imagery has a lot of symbolic meaning. It represents feminine principles, beauty, and the guardian of the dead. However, the biggest symbolic meaning is from Japanese folklore, where a jellyfish washing ashore is considered a bad omen, which represents that someone close is about to die. So, spoiler alert, I guess. After that, we are treated to some great action shots of Igris and the Shadows fighting red high orcs in the tunnel. This matches what happens in a trap dungeon later in Season 2, aka chapter 69 to 74 in the manhwa. Then we see all the S-rank hunters who we mentioned earlier battling the demon castle boss Vulcan. Of course, this doesn't actually happen in the story, unless you're playing Solo Leveling Arise and got a lucky on a gacha. But it foreshadows the S-ranks teaming up against a bigger threat in the future. Next, there's a smooth transition from Cha's sword to a roulette table. If you look closely, you'll spot coins with a Hunter Association's emblem for like 5 frames, then 3 golden orbs combine into a potion which Jin Ah is holding. This symbolizes the gamble Jin Woo takes on in the Demon Castle to get the 3 ingredients for the Holy Water of Life, aka the key of curing their mother's illness, the Eternal Slumber. Afterwards, a gust of wind blows through hospital windows, transitioning to a ring on chain before showing a man with glowing yellow eyes breaking through glass. This foreshadows that Jin Woo's dad finally found the cigarettes and came back with the milk. Better late than never, I guess. We then get some amazing action shots of Jin Woo's Shadow Army battling the Demon Lord's forces. Jin Woo, Tank, Igris, and Iron dive straight towards Demon Lord Baran and his lightning longsword from a building. You also catch a glimpse of Esil, the demon princess of Ridru clan, who will become an important companion, well, at least until she's forgotten.
I keep having this nagging feeling that I've forgotten something.
If you forgot it, it probably wasn't all that important.
Yeah, I guess.
After more jaw-dropping battles, we're brought full circles with the ants approaching the pomegranate. Pomegranate symbolizing death and fertility, and the pomegranate splatter literally being the same shape as Jeju Island, it foreshadowing the Jeju Island raid and the birth of a world-ending threat. Now let's analyze the heavy spoilers in the opening and ending. We return to the opening shot of Jin Woo heading towards the frozen castle. That is not Jin Woo. It is Ashbourne, the original Shadow Monarch. At the end of the OP, we see Ashbourne shred his cloak to reveal an all-black outfit. This could be the True Seeker armor or just a nod to his connection with the Jin Woo's eventual fate. A wide shot shows Ashbourne standing atop a mountain of bodies, emphasizing the Demon Castle status as a cold, lifeless place because timeline-wise, the Monarch of White Flames Baran is already dead. We then see flowers sprouting from the dead bodies, symbolizing Ashbourne's ability to turn death into life. We then see Ashbourne standing before Jin Woo surrounded by white flowers, representing death. As petals fly away, they hint at Ashbourne's reviving Jin Woo, ending his life as the world's weakest hunter. That was the end of the opening, and now moving to the ending. We open with Ashbourne walking through a Greek-style palace, then flash back to Season 1's ending credits, where Jin Woo wandered dark corridors under Ashbourne's watchful gaze. We then see Jin Woo approach a pristine white door at the end of a hallway, symbolizing his reawakening. Next, we glimpse an empty throne. This could represent Ashbourne's throne or the Absolute's being empty throne, aka the god of this universe. Ashbourne is later shown sitting alone at the table eating grapes, a symbolize of his godhood and perhaps his loneliness. There are also 12 chairs representing the 6 rulers, 6 monarchs still alive, excluding Baran of White Flames since he is dead in his timeline, conferred by the ring and frozen palace we saw earlier, and Ashbourne since he's stuck between their quarrel and tired of this never-ending war for the Absolute's amusement. In one scene we see Ashbourne walking among his soldiers, possibly before becoming the Shadow Monarch. And finally, there's a shot of Ashbourne reaching out to Jin Woo before they merge as one on the throne, symbolizing Ashbourne passing his power to Jin Woo. Together they ascend to the Absolute's throne, representing their ultimate unity. And that's pretty much it. If you think I missed something or have your own theories, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and see you next time.
Oh, fuck.